Hey Army! Welcome to week 2 of the BTS Comeback Glow Up project. If you're new here, my name is Dinah. I'm a Chapter 2 era Army from Houston, Texas, USA. I'm a Hobie bias who is trying to stay committed to her New Year's resolutions using BTS as inspiration. Hey Army! Welcome. The goal is to add one new good habit each week or eliminate or replace one bad one for the next 3 months so that by the time the new BTS album is out, I am a happier, healthier version of myself. And I would love to have you join me. So this week, we're focused on reading. Week 2, Kim Namjoon Book Club. Another thing I keep meaning to do is get back into reading. I'd like to be a little more like RM, exploring both fiction and nonfiction for personal growth and creative inspiration. Beyond learning something new, reading actively improves how the brain functions and helps it stay younger longer. Getting lost in a book improves our language skills, emotional intelligence, and mental health. So this week, I'm adding 15 minutes of reading to my morning routine. Here's what that looks like for me. While I eat breakfast, I stream a playlist of BTS instrumental covers and read my library book. I keep a notebook nearby to jot down notes if something resonates. That's it. The way this takes shape for you will depend on your circumstances. If you're in a super busy season of life, you may not have extra time to spend in silent reading each day. But you may be able to listen to an audiobook while you drive to work, cook dinner, or go on your evening walk. This can be BTS focused if you'd like. Maybe you've always wanted to read the books behind the music, like Magic Shop, or Young's Map of the Soul, or Demian, the novel that inspired Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Alternatively, you might choose to read books on self development or spirituality. I've read and reread The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, Self Compassion by Kristen Neff, and Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert for strength and creative inspiration. Or you might pick a subject you're interested in and find a book or podcast on that topic. As long as you're learning something new, make your Kim Namjoon Book Club your own. The only goal here is to tap into your curiosity and maybe get a little smarter. And if you want to share this experience with others, join or start your own discussion group. For instance, the AP 529 Discord has an organized Kim Namjoon book club that meets virtually. Again, I suggest setting things up in advance if possible. First, choose your book, audiobook, or podcast. You can keep this low cost by using your local library or the Libby app, where you can use your library card to check out ebooks and audiobooks. Step 2, decide when and how long you'll read or listen. Because I like to read while I eat breakfast, I put my book and reading journal on the kitchen table so there's no friction to getting started. Otherwise, I end up scrolling on my phone instead. Consider pairing this activity with something you already do to make it easier to follow through. Step 3, create or find a reading playlist. If you plan to read a physical book, it's fun to curate a playlist that doubles as a timer. I personally like instrumental versions of BTS songs so I don't get distracted by lyrics while I'm reading. If you don't want to reinvent the wheel, simply search the music platform of your choice, as many ARMY have already put together work, study, and chill playlists of BTS songs, some of which are instrumentals or piano covers. If you prefer to read in silence, you might set a timer for the duration you'd like to read, or set the intention to get through a chapter or a certain number of pages. Last but not least, consider joining an existing book club or starting one of your own. If joining a group will motivate you to stick with this habit, reach out to like minded Army and read together. I recommend scheduling reading time for yourself each day. As Gretchen Rubin says, that which can be done at any time is often done at no time. This is why it helps me to pair this with something I'm already doing consistently. Or maybe reading could replace a habit you're not so proud of. If you spend 30 minutes or more watching YouTube reaction channels that don't add to your health or happiness, could you replace that time with reading? Please don't beat yourself up if you miss a day, but try not to miss more than one in a row. You don't have to be perfect, but if you lose momentum, it can be harder to restart than it was to start in the first place. I'll include the link to a planning worksheet in the description for those of you who like that sort of thing, as well as the habit tracker from last week and the dedicated reading log pictured here. But please track your progress in the way that works for you. As mentioned, I like to keep a reading journal to process my thoughts. It's a simple college rule notebook I bought for 50 cents at Office Depot when they were on sale. And as always, I want to hear how this habit works for you. Let me know what you're reading in the comments below, and feel free to DM me if you have questions or want to share your experience. I'm Dinah Kate on Discord and Stars Thrown In on Instagram, and I'll be back on Wednesday for a progress check and Saturday with next week's new habit.